Hey guys, Tavis Piattoly, sports dietitian, Taylor Hooten Foundation. First of all, I just want to say I hope everyone is staying safe during these unprecedented times. I know this is a time in our life where we've never seen a pandemic attack our country, and we're kind of forced to stay home and really create a new environment for ourselves. So I know parents that are home with their kids, people that are out working, I want to really say for all of our first responders, our medical staff, military, police, firemen that are really working hard, to protect yourselves, take care of yourselves. We're thinking about you, and we want to make sure everybody is staying safe during these crazy times. I know we all may know someone who has contracted this virus, so I really thinking about your family and hope everything is going well. Today's video is really to discuss the immune system. Are there ways that we can help boost our immune system? This is a virus that may attack our immune system, or people with suppressed immune systems may be more susceptible to this type of virus. Now, what we're not going to do is we're not going to say the things that I mentioned today are going to prevent it. I can't say that. I don't know if it does. All we can say is these are things that we know that work to boost the immune system, which is important. And that may help, if someone does get this virus, may help them recover faster. Diet is very critical at this time. Fruits and vegetables are extremely important to consume because they have the highest nutrient and highest vitamin and mineral content when it comes to these type of nutrients in foods. Now, if you're on a specialized diet for a medical reason and it's through your doctor, by all means, I'm not going to tell you to avoid that as a dietitian. If you are just following a diet for weight loss or any specific, and it eliminates things like fruits and vegetables, you need to stop. And I'll give you an example. A ketogenic diet makes absolutely no sense right now, especially when it's asking you not to eat fruits and not to eat vegetables. These are diets that can create a micronutrient deficiency. There are specific nutrients we need to get from food. Things like zinc, things like selenium, iron, vitamin C, vitamin E, B6 are all really nutrients that we see in fruits and vegetables. And if you're eliminating those foods, you put yourself at a risk of micronutrient deficiency, which could put you at a risk for a suppressed immune system. So don't eliminate foods, especially fruits and vegetables that you should be eating. Eliminate the processed foods, the sugar, the fried foods, the fast food. I know these are also times where people may be on a limited budget. We all are. People have lost their jobs, and we want to make sure we're thinking about you guys as well. So the food supply could also be limited in your area, so we have to be smart about this. If you don't have access to fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, frozen is great. I mean, there's still a lot of nutrient-rich vitamins and minerals in these foods. They don't really get lost. Canned better than nothing. So if you have to eat canned fruits and vegetables, by all means, do so. Use the resources that you have. If you like to cook, things like spices can have antiviral and antimicrobial properties. Things like cloves, cinnamon, basil, oregano, thyme. These are curcumin, turmeric. Use these in your foods. Oatmeal, you can add some cinnamon. You can put cinnamon in your coffee. There's a lot of different ways we can do this. Probiotic-rich foods, things like Greek yogurt, kimchi, kombucha, sauerkraut, are all ways to get some probiotics in our diet that can reduce potentially infections and boost immunity. Vitamin D supplementation is extremely important. Typically right now, 60 to 70% of our country is deficient in vitamin D. What there is there's research to show vitamin D supplementation can prevent upper respiratory tract infection. This coronavirus is a virus that can attack our respiratory system, particularly our lungs. So we want to try to make sure we keep these things strong, especially our organs and our respiratory system. So a vitamin D supplement, how much you take really depends on what your values are. If your values are normal, you don't need to take a supplement. There's not a great supply in the foods. Eggs, things like cod liver oil, certain fatty fish, milk will have vitamin D, but you'd have to consume a lot to get normal levels. I'll talk about a few multivitamins that I'm a big fan of that have good vitamin D levels in them. When it comes to this regular exercise, just getting 20 minutes of regular exercise every day can boost our immune system. So not only does it boost our immune system, we're under a lot of stress right now. Exercise is very beneficial to kind of help our mind and reduce stress. So try to do any type of exercise that you can. I've been playing. I have a 9-year-old daughter that'll be 9. That's 9, and actually, we play basketball every a couple of days a week. We ride bikes. I've been doing some 15 to 20 minute weight training circuits in the backyard. So whatever you can do, if it's a simple walk around the neighborhood, whatever you can do to get out and get away from inside the house and being in a confined location, do what you got to do. Also, adequate sleep. If we don't get enough sleep, this can impair our immune system. So this is something that can be beneficial. We're going to be releasing a podcast soon with Dr. Meeta Singh where I talk with her about strategies to improve our sleep hygiene. Also, we talk about not taking melatonin. The body naturally produces it. Taking it too much can prevent and inhibit the body from releasing it. So what you can do is 1 to 2 cups of tart cherry juice before bed will naturally produce and increase your melatonin levels in your body. Also, turn off the screens before bed about 30 to 60 minutes. A warm shower is also helpful to help our muscles relax. And in addition to that, turn your thermostat to 68 degrees is what she mentioned. So husbands and wives, if you're fighting about temperatures, one's hot, one's cold, 68 degrees is the ideal to cool the body, to help the body rest and relax. Also, there's some research to talk about elderberry. Now, I'm not going to recommend going out and buy elderberry because I don't know what works and what doesn't and what's a good high quality raw material. But there is some research to show it has some antiviral benefits. There's been some people promoting it. I looked it up. I looked at some of the science and looked at some of the research. And there's been some studies to show it may have impacted and positively improved some outcomes on the flu strain. Again, I can't say it's going to do this or that, especially when it comes to coronavirus. So if people are using that, that may be beneficial when it comes to those types of outcomes. So a couple of supplements from a multivitamin standpoint. My favorite company when it comes to multivitamins that does a great job using good quality raw materials is Thorne Research. I particularly love their minerals because they use the Albion minerals, which has the highest bioavailability and highest absorption rate. Also, Clean Athlete does a nice job, but I'm a big fan of the Thorne Research multivitamin. It's got 2,000 IUs of vitamin D. It's got zinc. It's got 136% of your daily zinc, and it's also got great mineral for high absorption rate. So try to avoid using, if we have to get a store brand multivitamin, I'm not a big fan. I don't recommend those because they're cheap and they use vitamins and minerals with poor bioavailability. Also, stay tuned. I just recorded a podcast on Monday with Dr. James Dalton from the University of Michigan talking about SARMs, selective androgen receptor modulators. Really, what are the dangers of those? So, hope this information was helpful. I hope you guys stay safe and really watch yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And one of the things that we can take advantage of now is spending more time with our family. So, thanks again for following us at the Taylor Hooten Foundation, taylorhooten.org. Have a great day.